Welcome. I'm Chris McKean.
And I'm Andy Kiner.
We're all about cross-country racing, and usually it starts with 10 seconds.
But not in Iowa. In Iowa, it starts with hands-on helmets. Sorry, I'm working on my phone, Chris. I'm going to let you go ahead tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes the podcast, guys. So we'll see you. No. Short week. Wow. It's picking up for us.
You know, it stinks when it is a short week, but it doesn't bother me, honestly. I don't know why this time. I was so ready to go the last time, and I think I'm even more excited to get to the track this time than last time even.
Oh yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Makes one of us. We have until, Thursday night for me to kind of get things ready, get it all packaged up, so to speak, for registration and get down there Friday afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't say anything.
It's a lot.
Didn't say nothing. Yeah.
So, yeah. Excited. We'll kind of we've got a couple guests here as well tonight. But yeah, I think you can give us an overview. You and the guys were down at the track this weekend working on it, and give everybody a preview, so to speak, of what maybe to expect.
Now?
Yeah, we can talk to it later.
Okay, I don't want to go over my time limit.
You're nice. And you're supporting the AMA hat tonight?
Yes. Yep. So I will, little teaser though, the track is absolutely perfect.
Nice.
We're good to go. So yeah, we'll talk about it. But man, I'm just excited. I just want to talk about this weekend. I know we need to talk about last weekend a little bit too, but you're going to, but man, the weather looks perfect. You get a little dust control coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm excited. So.
All right. Well, we have a couple guests. We can go ahead and bring them on first, and then you can get in those details about what to expect this coming up weekend. All right. So I think first we have our winner from the 90 stock class, 8 to 9-year-old. Fourth race with us, Jackson Frericks from Quincy, Illinois. Welcome, Jackson, and Dad, Ryan.
How's it going?
It's going
good. How are we doing?
Good.
Can't complain. Just going through the four-wheelers from the last race and getting ready to go for this weekend.
Now, Jackson, do you help wash your four-wheeler?
Yeah.
Good. Start there.
What else do you do to it?
Change the tires. We clean the carburetor, clean the air filter.
Change the oil.
Make sure everything's good.
Very nice. You're learning right the first time, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like working on it?
Yeah.
Do you like working on it more, or do you like racing it more?
Racing it more.
It's kind of a silly question, wasn't it? So you guys, let me back up a little bit. I know you guys started racing last year with us. You got 3 races in last year, and then now we're in the 90s this year. Tell us, first of all, how did you get started in the series? How did you hear about it?
We got buddies that started racing last year, and
Kyle Kropp.
Yeah, and he was talking about it, and my buddy got into it. He said, I want to start, so I started with him, and that's how it started, really.
That's neat. Yeah. That's the best form of advertising, you know it? I'm going to teach you something at a young age, okay? The best form of advertising is word of mouth. Okay? If they like it, that's great. If they don't, then we're in trouble. So Yeah. So no, that's really cool. We got to thank him then. That's yeah, it's always interesting to see how people come across it. We don't do a ton of advertising. I think most of our advertising comes from the t-shirts, people wearing them around and stuff. So, but I'm glad to have you guys. Yes, second year here. And the reason we really got a hold of you guys, I know we tried to get a hold of in way early advance. We don't like to wait till last second to invite somebody on here, So since you had all that time to think about tonight, what we really, Chris, quit laughing.
Maybe 10 hours notice, I'm guessing.
Hey, I did all the work, didn't I? Come on. So you had a wonderful start to the year, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had a nice big class.
Yeah.
And then you come home, your first race, and that's your first one in the 90s, though, right? Or was you? No, you were 90s last year.
We were in 90s last year.
That's right. Just the first year on your
Honda.
On your Honda, right? Okay. So your first time out there, and you take first place in a stack class. There's a lot of kids in that class, and I noticed not only did you win your class, but being in that youngest 90 class, you also was 28th overall, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That is pretty cool. So obviously, I know I'm not taking it all away from the rider, but what do you like about this new machine?
I like to control what gear I'm in, and if I'm bogging on a hill, I can downshift and make it go up it faster. And I think it goes faster than on my other four-wheelers.
Now, is that something you developed by riding this, getting ready, or do you ride anything else that you have to shift?
I ride my dad's 450 sometimes, but I really practice with my buddy that started with me. We're out there like almost every weekend after a race.
Nice.
You have a buddy that races as well with you?
Yeah.
Yep, Gannon Landis.
He got second in my class with me.
So you two are going to be going back and forth all year, aren't you?
Yeah, he was in first almost the whole race, and I came by him and passed him at the last second.
That's the only one that counts is that last lap, right?
Yeah, it was the field going through the turns before the checkpoint. That's where I passed him.
Oh, wow. Did you guys talk about that afterwards?
Yeah, he gave me a hug. He said, "Good job." I said, "I'm sorry for passing you." He goes, "Oh, it's fine."
Huh?
That's awesome, man. It don't get any better than that. I love that.
They're
So,
nice
Dad-
to each other off the track, but on the track, even at practice, they were bumping each other around a little bit Sunday. So we were practicing hole shots. So
Nice. Who's faster in the whole shot?
Him.
Yeah.
My four-wheeler dives a little bit.
we had to tear the carburetor apart, figure out what's clogged up.
Oh, that's usually the issue on the Hondas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe too many bumps down there.
Yeah,
Did
the
you-
rocks are bad.
Did you find any rocks? Did you hit any?
Yeah, I bent a wheel and popped it. And
Oh,
Oh, no.
You went for a swim in the creek too, didn't you?
yeah, I flipped it in the creek after I did that.
So you got more than one trophy from down there. You probably got a couple bruises, didn't you?
Yeah, my elbow was hurting a little bit after that.
Was it still worth it, or would you do it again?
I would do it again.
Good deal. Well, Dad, tell us your thoughts. I know. What did it take for you to, say, okay, let's go do it?
I'm pretty easy convinced. I've been around motorsports pretty much almost all of my life, so I'm addicted to anything with motors and wheels. We build Jeeps and off-road, take those off-roading quite a bit. Basically, kind of my thing is we go to him, and when he went to Cahokia, I believe he finished 5th in his first race there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of my thing is I'm always for it as long as he'll put in the work with me and practice and do good and kind of commit to it. And it's it's fun for me to see him do it, obviously, and have fun. And I actually have a 450. I'm going to try to get it all put together and get out there this year too as well. So.
Oh, nice.
And it's really nice. A lot of his buddies race go-karts, which is something we looked at doing, but you can only race that on the track on the days they're racing. And the four-wheeler, we can still get out and just go trail riding and goof off. And So it works out pretty good that we can do that and still go racing and make something out of it. So
Okay.
And I seen you guys had the camper there. The family was there, and
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I tell everybody the smallest part of our racing is on the weekends is the race itself. The best part is with the family before and after, and and it's just I seen you out there having a lot of fun. Was you riding bikes and everything? I seen, right?
Yeah, we didn't get the bikes there this time.
Oh, you didn't? I
Nope.
thought you were in with that all the bikes that was running around there. So
No.
gotcha.
Yeah.
You enjoy the camping around all your friends?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was nice because all of us could stay in there.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a full house. We had 9 people and a dog in our camper last weekend. So. But
You got room for one more? Chris is looking for a spot. Nobody else will let him stay with them. So
and the couch might be free this weekend if it gets bad enough for you.
oh shoot.
All the love.
So Jackson, tell me what are you have you no sorry. Have you raced have you raced the next race? Was that one of them you raced last year?
No.
No.
They start at Cahokia.
Okay. So this will be a brand new track for you. So gotcha. And the good part is you get a race on my side more than Paul's side. Paul's is wide open. Mine's really tight. So you're going to really like that. I think it's super tight. And you know what? I only got a couple rocks over there.
That's good.
But Jackson, are you taller than Andy? Because that's about how low those tree limbs are going to be.
No, I'm shorter.
All right, you might make it through. Okay.
I don't think I made fun of you at all yet, Chris. I don't know where that came from. Why we got to start with short jokes?
We'll let the racers judge, man.
I think everybody's getting tired of short jokes.
I mean, we'll see how many jerseys are ripped this race, and it's tight. I mean, it's going to be a wake up call for some of these new folks that haven't raced there before. It's tight.
Yeah, we go from a roughest track of the year, probably one of the most challenging tracks, to probably, this has everything. So not only is it tight, but it gives you time to open up and rest on the other side. And there's challenges on both sides. I know, Jackson, you won't be on both sides very much. You will be just a little bit, but it's just a lot of fun. It's a neat area. Everybody's pretty close together, camping and stuff. So it's a lot of fun. So what do you, I know you said, what was your buddy's name? Landis?
Gannon Landis.
Gannon.
Yep. So if you two are talking and you thought, man, there's one other one or two other ones that's really pushing me that I got to look over my shoulder, who would that be? Do you know any of the rest of them?
No, not really.
Not really? Gotcha.
He would probably be the one pushing me and telling me to go. And if he got in front of me, I'd be getting on him too.
Nice. That's the way it should be.
In fact, on the Trenton race, I ripped his whole number plate off.
Pushing him?
Yeah.
So, Jackson, what is your goals for this year?
The first goal was for Trenton to get on the podium, but I got on the podium in first. Really just going to try to not get, stuck and flip and anything and try to get going and get a little bit faster lap times.
Yeah.
Just kind of work for an overall
Yeah.
good spot for the end of the year, see where we land at the whole deal at the end. And
What did you come into the year with a goal for the year's end? I see you picture up there now with on the podium and stuff.
Yeah.
What was your year end? Coming in, obviously you want to win it, but where was your realistic goal starting out with?
Really to get on the podium or close.
Yep.
just kind of top 5, kind of realistically, is kind of what we're hoping to stay consistent there, I think, is what we've been kind of talking about.
Yeah.
Consistency.
You're off to a great start, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's a really cool picture too. I gotta thank our official photographer with Boger and Sabrina Atomic Photography. She does a great job out there at the photos, chasing you guys around. And with her new lens, she's at the awards now, and she was able to get us these pictures to us today, so we could kind of show off a little bit of Jackson and being up on top of the podium. How did that feel with everybody looking? I know at the awards we had a pretty good crowd there, and everybody was there to cheer you on. How did that feel?
I was a little nervous. I was also kind of excited that I was actually on the podium and got first.
Yeah. Well, man, you did a great job. I can't figure out a way you could start the race any better than what you did, the season off, than what you did this race. So what about your whole shot? Did you get a whole shot, did you say?
No, my four-wheeler died at the start.
So you came from a ways back then?
Yeah, I was in 9th the first lap.
Nice.
Well, I got first and went around a pile up, and I got stuck on a stump that I tried to go over.
Those trees.
Did you make it through scoring okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and Gannon Landis were the only ones in our class that did 5 laps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice. Cool. Well, what do you want to warn everybody about this next race? Let them know you're coming. What's your thoughts?
Really just try to do the same thing, just a little bit faster lap times, and try to get first again, and maybe let my buddy get up first or let him work for it.
Make him work for it.
Yeah. Never use that word, let somebody get first place. They got to pass you to get first, right?
Yeah.
Well, Dad, it seems like you guys have done a great job with this young man. He's very attentive, he knows what's going on. It's just very impressive to see what he can do, at this early stage.
Thank you. And like I said, we've been working with them. I mean, like when we did the sponsor thing, I had him, I basically introduced him to people that I knew that would potentially help. And so he did all the asking and, explaining what it was going to be used for, that kind of stuff. So
all right. So Jackson, throw us a pitch. What's your sponsor pitch here?
Full Throttle Parts, Crop Mobile Wash, Smith Brothers, Game Masters, Pentagram Engineering, Wilco, 1919 Root Beer, Wex Designing, and VP Racing Fuel.
Very nice.
Nice.
Now, Jackson, if you get up there on podium again, remind me. Sometimes without having the PA there, I don't do a very good job of letting you thank your sponsors. So you just grab my attention if you're up there again, so you can thank everybody that's helping you out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, Dad, thank you very much for making the time tonight. Sure appreciate you guys coming on. And do you have any advice let me ask you, Jackson, first. You got friends over there. Are you telling them about it, or are you don't want them to come maybe to take your spot, or what are you doing? You challenging some kids in your area, say come race?
Yeah, all my friends that do go-karts, I've been telling them, come on, you got to go try it at least once. And they're like, no. I said, okay, when I keep getting good podiums, you're going to be jealous.
Yeah. Dad, as a parent, what would you say about, maybe the series, just the opportunity for the youth and how many youth are there? What would you say to, parents out there thinking about it?
I'm obviously all for it. I mean, I'm still, every time I go to the track, I'm still like blown away that there's actually still this many four-wheelers being raced between especially the youth kids. I mean, over 100 kids, then the adults. It's just, Cahokia last year, it's like I didn't realize people still had, four-wheelers anymore. It's all side-by-sides and stuff anymore. So dirt bikes, so it's been an eye-opener just to get back into it. We've always had four-wheelers just for trail riding fun, but just to see the amount of people there, and it's pretty awesome. It's a big giant family, and everybody respects everybody. I haven't seen anything a concern of mine at all with anybody around. So, I mean, there's a few guys we've been talking to. I've been trying to get them to come out and just go ride and come to one, at least watch
Mhm.
Or, some of them do have 4s. I told them they could enter them in the stock class with us. And, just to try it once, it's not too bad. But once you get suckered into it, it can add up pretty quick. So, but it's worth it. I mean, we do it as a family. Mom comes, his brother comes, and, stuff like that. So that's really the best part of it. It's a family sport. And so it makes it easy to do it. So
you nailed it. I couldn't have said any better. I think that was perfect. We love the family atmosphere, and the kids are the pride and joy of the series. So we thank you very much. Jackson, last question for you. Did you take your fancy plaque to school to show everybody?
No.
No.
It got hung up in the camper before the end of the day. Sunday, it was hung up in the camper.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice.
Cool. Well, that was it for me. I know.
Showed pictures to everybody. So
Good.
Yeah. I know Chris wanted to ask the last question he was saving up for. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and thank you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend.
thank you.
Oh, love this. On the spot. So I don't know, Jackson, what is your favorite dessert? Because I'm hungry and haven't ate yet. So do you go ice cream before dinner, or what's the favorite dessert you like?
Blizzards from Dairy Queen.
All right. What kind of blizzard?
M&M Blizzard.
Okay.
Said that pretty quick. I think he's stuck on that one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty common occurrence at home. We get blizzards quite a bit. It's our guilty pleasure.
Yep. Huh.
Mm.
I've seen Chris take off in the Prius several times to go get ice cream. So
Yeah, we brought ice cream sandwiches with us to the track last week, and the box got opened and empty all in one shot. So
Yeah,
happens
for each of us in there.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys Saturday morning for sure.
Yep, we plan on being there Friday afternoon. So
all right.
You might be there before Chris.
Well, we're gonna try not to walk the track in the dark this time. We got a late start. We didn't realize what time it was, and I think we walked about the last half of it in the dark. So
Gotcha.
Yep.
We walked it. I don't know if it did us any good, but we tried.
All right.
Well, this one will be really dark because the timber is so tight on the one side. Even if it's a full moon, you won't be able to see walking through there. So, and on the other side, there probably will be a full moon because we call that Paul's side. So, but
All right.
anyway, thank you guys. Look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Yep, we'll see you then.
All right.
Thanks for
See you
having us.
guys.
Yep, we'll see you. That's really cool.
Yes. Very outgoing.
Yeah, man. Sounds like I think they do a lot of riding, more than likely, but it seems like he's really caught on to the racing bug really quick, and he's got a pretty good handle on it, obviously, too. So,
yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for him.
Absolutely. Yep. So that was our chant for the youth. I'm sorry, the 98 to 9, correct?
That was, yep.
And if I got it right, we start super mini, the 90 production, and then 70s.
Yep.
And then I say the older 90s,
Yeah.
the middle 90s, and then Jackson would have been the 6th row, right?
Yeah.
So you think about that. When I looked at scoring, if I remember right, he was 28th. And that means he came from the very back row. And so he's passed a lot of people, not just on time-wise, I'm sure, but physically, if he's up to 28th overall. But I think he was, obviously he was the highest of that young group. But that's 28th when you think about almost a couple
70.
of them 90 classes had 20 in them.
I think it was somewhere around 75 total, if I remember right.
Yeah, 77.
77.
That's what it was. But I mean, even that 90 production had 19 or something like that. Crazy number. So Jackson came a long ways back. So, I was thinking about this earlier too, Chris. Jackson is a name that we don't see very often, right?
Yeah.
we have 2 racers, the name of Jackson, and they both won the first race.
Yes.
I'm wondering if Paul Cirque would want to go by Jackson at the second race. Maybe Jackson Paul Cirque. Maybe that's what we call him.
Something similar. All right. So not a Jackson first name, but our second guest that we have is Teron Mounts. So we can bring him on and kind of talk through and how he started. And
welcome, Teron.
How's it going?
Good. I don't know if you caught that, but we just got done talking to Jackson, and he's only raced 4 races with us.
Teron, we're getting some feedback from Teron.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Okay.
You sure that's not on your side, Chris?
You guys go ahead and talk.
Can you hear me well, Andy?
Yeah, I can.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I should have stopped by and helped Chris get ready tonight. I didn't have time, but we're struggling a little bit, it looks like. So, but Teron, I was going to tell you there, we just got done talking to Jackson. I don't know if you heard that.
Yep, I was listening in.
But Jackson's only raced with us 4 races and just won his first race with us. How many races, we get started there, how many races have you raced with us?
That was our first race was my my very first race.
This was your very first race.
Yes, it was.
Wow. And so tell me, I'm going to pick on you a second. How old, what's your age?
I'm 24.
24. And have you been riding? Tell me a little bit about your history.
History. I grew up watching someone Caden Dyer, and then watched him grow up racing, and then I watched Brandon Hauser the last few years, and then my older brother got into it last year, and then we had a whole group of friends kind of get started into it.
So did you get kind of drug into it, or is it something you've been wanting to do, or?
No, it's not something I got drug into. It's something I went and watched. I got a quad last year. Had some problems with the engine, so I ended up watching every race last year, and that kind of watched it all last year, and then excited to be able to race this year, thanks to Dean Hansen.
Dean, huh? He's a good guy.
Yeah,
He's one of the best out there, that's for sure. So maybe that actually helped. Did you ever look at? I mean, you got to be positive. Maybe your issue that you had last year that took you out for the whole year, did that build up and just look out everybody the first race type situation?
Built some anticipation to get on the track and get all the feelings of racing in, that's for sure.
Nice. So tell me a little bit too. So you're from Pleasantville, right?
Yep.
I see all these shirts around the series now at the races and everything on social media. Does it say 80th Avenue Motorsports?
80th Avenue, yep, that's it.
So tell me a little bit about that. I see all the shirts.
So that's a little group Nick Bernard started. He's got 4, I think, youth racers. He's got 2 kids, Piper and Dakota, and then 2 other kids that live on their street. And they just kind of created a little organization of them, 80th Avenue, and he's got about 30 acres of land, a good amount of track, and he got all that put together. And for those 4 kiddos and me and Kelly Sauter, a couple other guys, just go out there, ride, and he helps us out at the track. So yeah, huge thanks out to Nick Bernard.
Well, that's a huge shout out too, because I believe Nick is also doing a lot with the wrestling program down there. So yeah, so he's given a lot of his time to make those things work, isn't he?
Oh yeah. No, he's 80th Avenue is on a good track so far. That's for sure, and that's all thanks to Nick.
Oh, it's cool seeing that. I love that team atmosphere. When you see the people with all the shirts, and it's just another aspect of the whole thing that it's so cool. I love it. So Can't thank you guys enough for doing that.
Oh yeah,
So we got a couple pictures of you up there.
I see that.
Looks like a starting line.
Mid race,
Yep.
winner circle. So kind of throw this slide kind of together this way, Teron. We know you just said that you kind of had to sit out all last year. So this is kind of like your first go at it. So kind of like walk us through the 3 stages here. What did it feel like, or what were you feeling like your very first race on the starting line, getting ready to get that hands-on helmet?
I was ready to get off the line. The nerves got to me a little bit because when you get up there and you're the last group to go out and you're watching all these other people go, it's just suspense building and building. And then I got up there and let off my clutch too early, so I ended up killing it off the start.
So your first 2 hours, right? How did it kind of feel going through that 2 hours? When did the arm pump start to set in for you?
Arm pump set in probably right after lap 2 probably.
Wow.
And it's it's a real mental game making it through the rest of the race after that.
So what was your motivation to kind of get through the race?
Coming through, seeing the pit crew, waving you on going, and I didn't get pretty much just them telling you to go means you're doing good. And for my first race, there's no stopping, and I went as hard as I could after I saw them hands flying.
What were your thoughts coming through last lap, seeing the checker flag, knowing that you won the race?
With it being my first race, I was very happy that I came around the corner and saw the checkered flag. My mind was going crazy, and my body was very, very thankful that I saw the checkered flag when I came around.
Does that make it a little easier when you're sore the next day?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
So I got to ask you, you mentioned Caden Dyer. I know, good friends. What did he have to say? Did he give you any pointers? Did he, what do you have to say after you won your first race?
Oh, he shot me a message and gave me some congratulations. And I was happy to hear that from him. Growing up, riding around, watching him, riding bikes and quads with him when we were young. So it was nice to hear that from him.
Nice.
He's one of the guys I consider a veteran.
A veteran, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, man, I just think I still remember him on a 50cc. It's still hard for me to understand that he's came all the way up through the rankings, So, no, very nice. So, is there anything that you're changing from the first race that maybe you learned on the bike? Anything like that other than maybe a skid plate? In preparation for the second race?
As I've heard from a lot of people, the course, we got the brutal course out of the way first race, and just keep the pace, try to improve my lap times for the most part, and just ride smooth, ride smart.
So has anything changed from, say, last year to this year as far as whether it be the mental game or even the physical game? Like, have you changed the diet? Have you done something to work out? I mean, what is there anything in there that you feel like's been a game changer for you?
No, not too much of a game changer for me. I'm starting to get fruit and start to hydrate myself and try to prepare, especially after how the last race went. I want to try to keep doing good as long as I can. So preparation is just hydrating for the most part.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's a big part of it. A lot of people take longer than what you've had to take to figure that out.
Oh yeah. No, you can't hydrate yourself in a day, that's for sure.
It's funny, we see some of the guys, on Friday night, maybe some of their habits tells me that they're not going to be hydrated on Saturday. And it tends to show that. So,
oh yeah.
It does. It takes a lot. I think the mental is 75% over everything, but the physicality of it, and the preparation is, it's just amazing, so. Oh man, that's an awesome job. Is there anything about the race? Well, first let's back up real quick. On the start, you hear your class first year, you're the last one. You've watched everybody come through. Are we getting feedback from me? Huh.
Yeah. There's some feedback from one of you too.
See, I just heard it on your side too. Anyway, I'll work on this kind of behind the scenes while I'm talking here. But no, Teron, just want to paint the picture for you, and you can kind of guide us through this. So you're the last row. You've watched every single person take off. You have hands-on helmets call. Then you have the 10 seconds. Your hands on your helmet, your engine's dead. What's going through your head right then?
I was basically going through my mind was, please get it first kick, get off the line. Don't be the last person. Don't be the last person in first year off of the line, because then that will put me out of overall dead last. And that's how it started. Luckily, I got off the line, turned my head left, didn't see any other racers. That was kind of a little let down, but it was a good feeling moment, because I got that gotta catch up, just repeating that in my head. So that was good fuel for the start of the race.
Yeah. It don't get much better than that.
Oh yeah.
So when you've left the line, you see you're in first, you go through that first chicane. I'm guessing you got the whole shot too? No, you were last. You were last.
I was last off the line.
I was thinking, my bad there. Yep. So you were last off the line. Does the nervousness leave as soon as you get through that, or is it still kicking in for you?
Say as soon as I got on that throttle, it was just catch up, nervousness out the way.
So walk us through your race then. Obviously, you couldn't have probably had a worse start. Okay. Now, how do you start picking up? How do you get all the way to the front?
So I went through a lot of trees. I would say a lot of my passes were in first lap. Right when I got into the trees, it was a lot of chaos. That's for sure. I was seeing buddies of mine in first class I was catching up to, and then they were passing me, and then I got up with one of my buddies, Don or Monco, and we were moving through people, having people get over, and it was nice. It was nice passing people, because going into your first race, you want to think you don't want to be passed, and you don't want to be getting passed the whole time. So going through and passing a good amount of people was a good feeling.
So do you get in a groove, or you get just kind of like you calm down and you start passing, say, okay, I got this type thing, or what happened?
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as I got through there and started passing people, started feeling good. I'm good about myself, started feeling smooth. Smoothness kind of set in after second lap, after I knew the course for the most part.
And then does it help having, you mentioned you got some riders out there. You just mentioned one of your buddies that you're passing and riding with. Does that help having somebody that you trust, that, you know who it is? Does that help?
Yeah. No, with the whole catch up after having a bad jump, it was nice. One of my main thoughts was get up to my first class riders, and get up to my Dylan or Monco, who's also in first year. Nice. Catch him, get up to him as quick as possible.
Yeah. Did you have any issues then throughout the race? Like get caught up on anything, or?
Nope. Like I said, Dean Hansen did a good job of getting my motor up and running. The only thing I was pretty much worried about was not getting that first kick like I did off the line. But everything worked out pretty well for me throughout the whole race.
Yeah. Nice. Well, you got to work on that hole shot so you can qualify for that year-end hole shot award.
Oh, yeah.
you guys do much practicing on the hands-on helmet
We do it.
situation?
We when we have all the boys together, we do it every once in a while. Yeah, I myself need to get more practice in. I personally got on. My quad got finished up about 2 weeks before the race, so I didn't have too much seat time before getting in there.
Gotcha. Huh. No, I'll tell you what, man, that's a pretty good start. That's, there's a reason we had you two on tonight. The 90 class, that I always say that kids are the pride and joy of our series. Okay, it's the future of it. That 90 class to me has to be one of the absolute most competitive classes there is, because everybody's on pretty much a stock bike. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It really comes down to the rider. But if you take that away, I've said so many times, the first year class is my favorite. Number one, it's brand new riders, brand new to the sport, brand new to our series. And it's the future of, the adult classes and stuff. And you guys had, I forget, Chris, remember how many was in the first year? I want to say it was like
16.
I would say it was 14 to 16.
Yeah, I remember starting to point at you guys. I'm coming through, and I'm like, holy cow, this is a nice line, So hopefully we can keep that up for the first year, and you don't scare people off.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping we have that same amount of numbers. My little brother will be out there this year too, so we'll be adding one. Hopefully this race, if not next, but we'll be adding one to first year.
So Pleasantville, and then you got some of your teams from Melcher, right?
Yep.
So those are both two pretty small towns compared to most towns. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But even though they go at it, like the two grizzly bears half the time, sports wise and stuff. There's got to be a good amount of people in that town. Usually when you do something, everybody knows about it, right?
Oh yeah.
So what's everybody thinking of? Like, obviously you've taken this win, you got a team out there. I know people have to be taking notice. And what are you hearing around town?
Around town, I don't hear too much that goes around town, but I got a lot of messages after the race from people I don't talk to all the time congratulating me. So that was nice.
Yeah. So what part of the race itself, I should say the race weekend, what was your favorite part of the weekend?
Favorite part of the weekend? Probably getting ready with all three of my friends, just getting ready to race. The nerves going up to taking my quad up to the starting line 20 minutes before it started, just everything before the race, and then probably my first few minutes into the tree line after first lap or during first lap.
Nice. So and you camped there, right? Were you there?
I did not. No, Nick Bernard camps down there. That's where we pit.
Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure if you were there the whole weekend. I know he had some extracurricular activities going with the chain and a tractor and stuff like that. So I didn't know if you were part of that or not. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'll probably try to come down and stay the night before, just so I can get a little bit more time to walk the track and check it out before next race.
Yeah. This is it's a little bit longer track. I don't think it's too much longer, but if I remember right, give or take, Chris, you might be able to correct me on this, but I think this is around like 7.5, if I remember right. Maybe 8.
Yeah, I think closer to 8.
Gotcha.
It's a good distance.
Yeah. So do you have a track based on, maybe Caden or, some of the other racers that's raced, or where you went last year to watch or something? Do you have a track that you're really looking forward to getting to this year?
This Corden race coming up, that was I think that was the first one I went and watched last year, was Duck Valley.
Nice.
So looking forward to that one.
Huh. Is Caden...
Was really looking forward to the Heartland, but
yeah.
Yeah.
That upsets you that we weren't having it?
it upset me that I had a quad with a bad engine, so I wasn't able to race in it. But I was still happy to go out there and watch the buddies go out there and do well.
Yeah. Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm not one to point fingers, but that was 100% Chris's fault that we're not doing it. So
I'll take the
Dang,
blame.
Chris.
But I think you'll enjoy the Pinland. It's going to be quite a bit different starting and stuff, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Nice.
So, I guess one of the last things I got for you. First of all, do you want to thank anybody? Like, you have some sponsors?
No sponsors. Yeah, just thank my brothers for my older brother for getting me into the sport. My little brother just helping me out. My dad for taking me to the races, for hauling me, and then Dean Hansen for getting the quad race ready.
I guess he goes by Big D at the tracks.
Really?
Yeah, Big D is his kind of call name when it comes to track working and stuff. But yeah, Dean's he's got like a magic wand. He waves over that quad. And, you know, we still go to him when we need something. It's amazing, but you know, and I got to give him a little credit here, a little shout out, because he was actually going to race this year, and I wasn't aware of that. I thought he was just helping us. And,
I heard about that.
Yeah, and he decided just to help us. I told him, please race if you want to race. And you know what? I think he's having, maybe I shouldn't say this for him, but I think he's having a good time. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. It's a lot of great people, you know, and Dean's fit in really well at the track, you know, working track and stuff. And he's a pretty cool guy. He's good to have on your side.
Oh, yeah.
So last question I got for you, and then I know Chris is wanting to finish up with a question here. What would you say to anybody out there, whether it be your hometown or anywhere, that's maybe catching this and hearing that a first-year guy, very first race, you came and you won? One, I don't think that's as easy as it sounds, you know. But what would you say to anybody that's even thought about doing this, has a four-wheeler, just not sure what to do, wants to come race, wants to try it? What would you say?
Say just get out and try it. It's a lot of fun. If you like riding four-wheelers, there's once you get that race in your blood, that racing in your blood, it's kind of sticks, and you just look forward to the next race after that.
Cool. Get some good teammates around you too, right?
Oh yeah, have some good teammates, good friends with you. You'll go a long way in the racing.
I'm excited to see. I know you've got some friends coming with you, but by the end of the year, I think you're going to have so many more new people that you've met and stuff. And I don't think Caden will get you in trouble there, because you mentioned that name around. I don't know what you're going to get, but yeah, I can't wait to see what you think at the end of the year, man. So right now you're off to a heck of a good start, man. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited for what the rest of the years comes to bring.
Cool. Well, I'm going to turn it over to Chris. Let him finish up. He loves to do this, so. Maybe.
There we go.
That's awesome.
There we go.
So you mentioned you got a lot of buddies, and your whole group is there together, cheering each other on. What motivates you guys, and what leads to the bragging rights afterwards?
Really no bragging rights afterwards. I feel like it's more just a competitive, friendly talk before.
Nice.
So do you have any goals you got first this year or this race? Are you planning on racing the rest of the 6 rounds?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I plan
Championship?
on hitting every race this year. Try to stay on top of the leaderboards for as long as I can. I got like I said, I got a little brother coming in to join in the first year this year, so I'll have three buddies in first year. So they're gonna make it competitive for me. I know that.
Yeah. So Yeah, I see Taylor's in the comments, so he's commenting that he's already chatting or can't wait for next weekend. So we'll see how the results end up.
Cool. Well, thanks. We sure appreciate you coming on, and look forward to seeing your results here coming up in the next, 3 days, right?
Oh yeah.
Be back there in 3 days. So yeah. Look forward to seeing you down there, and good luck, and obviously always be safe, but look forward to seeing you out there on the track.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm excited. Appreciate you for having me on, Andy and Chris.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, thanks. Have a good rest of your night, and get hydrated, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We started hydrating Monday.
Nice.
All right. Well, we'll see you this weekend.
All right. Well, appreciate you, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, let's kind of see some new blood on the podcast there.
I did. You know, I didn't even get a chance to look real quick. How did he do overall? Do you remember?
Give me a second here. I'll look for you. You keep talking to what you do best, and I'll get the results.
I will answer a question. I just seen Austin ask a question about, are you able to switch classes after the series started? Great question. So yes, you can switch classes, but there's a couple little hinges there. So number one, let's say you're racing A class, you can't go down to B class. If you're signed up for that one, that's the you can't go down. You can go up, but you can't go down. At the end of the year, if you want to protest or fill a thing out saying that, hey, I probably jumped in a little bit higher than what I should have, then we can talk about it at the end of the year, but you're there for that year. If you want to go from an age class to a skill class, you can do that, vice versa. Obviously, first year, you can only be in first year if you haven't raced more than 3 races. So if you race like 1 or 2 last year, then you could actually get back into first year this year and compete. But you can't race more than 3 races and still be able to sign up again the following year for first year. So, but yeah, so let's see. The other thing about that is if you want Ironman. So Chris, if you race all 7 races, you get 10 bonus points,
10.
but you cannot, you don't get bonus points if you would switch, say, from first year to C class. Your points don't carry over, so you must race all races in the same class. So hopefully that answers. In order to get your points, that is, for your 10 bonus points in the year, you must be in the same class all 7 races. So hopefully that answers your question, Austin. What'd you find out, Chris?
With some help, 91st overall.
91st out of 162, right?
62. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive first run. So we had 2 young men out here today.
Mm-hmm.
One very young, of course, but
yeah,
both of them combined only have a total of 4 races with us. 5 races, I guess. One having 3 last year, 1 this year, but basically the first year, they both picked up a win at the first race, which you and we've talked about several times.
Mm-hmm.
Both feel that's probably one of the toughest tracks of the year, the most challenging, roughest, so if something's going to bite you, that's the place it usually did. So, which we didn't have a lot of that this year. We had a couple things, but it was pretty good year, or pretty good way to start the year off. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I think that was a couple really good guests to get the year started there. So thanks to both of them for coming on.
Yep. So round 2, jump forward here. Sponsored by Hoodoo.
Hoodoo is back.
Yes.
This is their second year being with us. I can't thank Derek enough. We got done with the race last year. We weren't even done. He had to leave a little early. But I remember him coming up to me and he's like, "This is awesome. You know, he appreciated it." He's like, "I want to do it next year." And I was like, I told him right then, I'm like, "Man, I cannot thank you to take that off of our, our mind, having to worry about that for, till the next year." So having that sewn up and, him doing what he does is amazing. What he's got going through to is really something special. And we can't thank them enough for, to being on board the second year with this. So then, of course, we got to give a shout out to Power Sports Share, our title sponsor for the year. Also the second year with us. So we're going to have them come on a podcast here one of these days and give us an update. I would have liked to have them this time, honestly, but we just had too close between the two races with the rescheduled to make it happen. So, but we will be having them on here shortly too. So, but yeah. So really quick, Chris, I got to tell everybody, because I know we're getting close to that hour mark and I said I'd hold you to it tonight, but in case somebody's not at the races and they look at the shirt, it was just shared today. Sabrina put that out there and the guys that are on there and everything. But I always think this is one of the coolest things that we have going as far as a shirt and the event is Duck Valley. Now, every time someone hears Duck Valley, you think duck hunting or something, but do you remember how we got the name Duck Valley and where the background behind the shirt is?
Yeah, I wish I stole the logo and threw it up here, but kind of look with me from doing it earlier. Got to look at it dead center on the bottom because the jug, so to speak, kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
So,
so back
in the quick version of how the land or property got its nickname.
So when we were down there meeting with the family about having the race, they told me the story because I said, "Man, give me some back, history on this place." And it came up that this place was known as Duck Valley. And immediately I thought ducks too, But back when the prohibition, I guess you call it. When they used to run moonshine and stuff and all over, when they were running moonshine, they started getting chased by the cops. This is the place that they would duck down into, I guess you'd call it timber. They had some paths or something. They'd duck down and lose the cops. And that's how they would kind of save their goods and not get in trouble, as they just got to be known as Duck Valley. So that's why you see the whiskey jugs and, I think last year we had the old car, and it's just all based around the prohibition, so we're just kind of a neat background story there, the history of the place. So, and now who would have known back then you'd have quads, 250 families coming to that place to race quads this weekend. So,
yeah. Yep. So, it's a few changes that we have going on this race, different from last year. So coming in the gates still the same, right?
Yep.
Location of pits are still basically the same. We're gonna have a horseshoe when you first come in through the gates. Scoring is gonna change though. So we used to have scoring kind of break up between the west and the east side of the properties. We're gonna switch that up, and it's now gonna be closer to registration, pretty much on the other side of pits than where it was last year, right?
Yeah, and in case people don't know how we do that, it's one of the big things that, when you come into scoring, it's, you got to slow down. So you're taking off. You have a lot better chance of being single file after scoring than you do racing into scoring. So we usually try to have that when you come in, so it makes you more single file going around the pits. So it's just natural for us now to move that, over to the beginning of the pits, which is kind of over by where we started the race last year, will be the entrance to pits. Well, it's obviously where you went out last year, but we had a big corner in the middle of pits last year, and that corner, it got so dusty. That was probably one of the biggest fears of the race, is all the dust and you're hauling butt going around that corner, in the pit. So we've made a little change. scoring now, you will come into scoring and you'll go, I don't know, what is that, maybe 75 yards maybe, and then you'll come into scoring and it's on that corner. So it kind of breaks that corner up. So going into it and coming out is nothing like what we would have seen last year. So trying to make that a little safer, obviously. We do have an idea on doing something a little different with pits, making basically 3 rows on pits, but we've got to verify that Thursday or Friday, on how we're going to do that exactly. So, but yeah, pits primarily will be obviously the same place. The kids will race mainly on anywhere on the pits. The 50s will only do half of the pits. They will still, and I take it back. No, they will do I'm wrong there. The 50s will do all of the pits at this place. So at this race in Corden. So all the kids, no matter where you park on the pit lane, the kids will come by you, as long as with the adults, of course. Yeah, the adult course, like we said, is probably going to be somewhere around that 8 miles. The 50s, I think, was like 2, maybe 2.5, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And I think the other session, the bigger kids, was somewhere around that 3.5, maybe even 4. So,
and it sounds like most of the kids are doing the tight section. We're kind of where they were last year, correct?
Correct. Yep. They'll all be on the good side. So, yep.
Are you having kids going through the barn again this year?
Tentatively, the smallest ones will. I don't think the bigger kids are, but that could change Thursday night. That might be something we can maybe get figured out and do a live. Maybe Joe Moeller will talk to us a little bit on the Facebook Live and let us know. Maybe we'll just have him cover that for us on the Facebook Live. Let him know. That was fun watching the kids go through the barn. Kind of a neat opportunity there. So.
Yep, I just had that question pop up, so I thought I'd quickly ask you that.
Yeah. And then the other thing is the start. We will not be over where the start was last year, Chris.
Okay.
They've got new fencing up there. We can't get over there. We could, but it's not where it needs to be. So we're going to actually be starting this year. It won't affect any of the pits at all. It'll actually be behind the old pond that was drained last year. So it'll be on the west side of all the parking and all the pits. And the nice part about that is the way we have it laid out, you'll be able to start. We mentioned last podcast talking about when we started them at Trenton, we're a little concerned about them getting all the way around by the time we got all 14 classes started. So this way we won't have an issue there at all. They could already be coming through. I know you don't want to hear that, but they could already be coming through. And if everybody's not taken off, then, they won't affect the start at all the way they come. So,
okay.
We'll still get them started just as soon as we can. They're doing the big part of the track first, but is also the quickest part of the track. So to say that won't happen, I can't really tell you that. So I sure hope it don't. But yeah, it's probably a better chance that would happen here than it would at Trenton. So
okay.
But yeah, so the start, it's going to be probably one of our biggest starting areas we've ever had. Somewhat of an incline going down, but we'll start at the bottom. We'll have, I guess, at least 4 or 5 corners. But, last year we had a couple challenges, and I think we will too. The culverts are all in good shape. We just got to put dirt back over them. But we had a muddy spot last year. We very well could have that again this year. The track is tight on one side. You're going right in between the trees. You can't see anything. You're in the trees under. The other side is more open. There's a lot of challenges over there. It's just a really, really good mix. So, but the track is already trimmed. It's already, all the trees are cut out that fell. Everything is done. We literally just have to mark the course and make sure all the crossings are good. So there should be no reason that thing should not be marked by the time people start getting there about midday on Friday. So,
All right.
yeah.
As always, scoring pre-reg is going to close Thursday 5 p.m. I see only 68 prepays have been completed so far. So if we mention it normally during the podcast, that jumps up as a friendly reminder. Also, Ty Lube, as far as I know, Chad's going to be there with fuel on hand. 5-gallon gets you $80. So bring your own jug, fill you up. Or he also has the 110 and a new fuel for the 90s. It's a TF brand mixture. So he has lots of things. Lots of products there. It helps you with your oil and everything else. Just look him up. He'll be close to registration, I believe, again. Normally a spot.
Yep. So I was trying to get Trace real quick. See if she wanted to come down and discuss something, Chris. I shouldn't even say anything because this is obviously her thing, but I know she had an AMA quarterly meeting last night, and I think there might be, I just want to kind of prepare in case she doesn't come down real quick.
Okay.
It sounds like we may have a change in how we have to handle the minor release. So just be prepared for that. Yeah, that was her. She was wound up last night over this. So we haven't discussed it enough. I'm not sure when that kicks in, if that's something that has to happen immediately or if that's something that, we can get out there. But I just want to forewarn everybody, there might be one more thing at the registration. I know you don't even know about this yet. So not a huge deal, but it's something that it sounds like there's a change that need to be made. So we'll see about that. So, but yeah, outside of that, I got to tell you, I know I usually hound on you, but I give you guys credit. That first race, I thought went extremely smooth on the pre-registrations or the registration, people coming up, to the trailer. But once again, it makes it so much easier if you have pre-registered. It makes it so much quicker, both for you and the people in the trailer. But obviously worried about maybe helping the people walking up, the racers, the families, not having to wait for so long. And sometimes I think you kind of paint a bad picture in your head when you go to that first race. Like we just had a couple or a guy that was first race, and it's not always like that. It's usually a lot quicker. And that first race, as we've talked, so many people are signing in and stuff late and, and not pre-registered and just getting all that information in that you guys are always really quick. So I'm looking to see the challenge or the changes, at this race. So cool. And I know we got a lot of requests already today, Chris, about, can you save me a shirt? Can you save me this size? And everybody really likes that Duck Valley shirt. And so we got a lot of requests on that. I'd definitely say if you're interested in one, make sure you get up there because I think we're going to sell out of this one for sure. So
these do sell out. So
yeah. Thanks to Hoodoo, this is I think this was our biggest race maybe last year, second to biggest. It was right up there, top 3 anyway.
Trenton was the biggest, I believe, last year, followed by Corbin.
Okay, yep. So
yeah.
But
I know.
That's about all I got. It's round 2 to also find out who qualifies. I want to get a list put together so people can see who all has qualified for the Whole Shot Award. Again, $3,000. The Hot Seat Whole Shot Award, thanks to 4 of our racers that are doing that. It's something real special. And And remember, you only have 5 races to qualify for that because we don't give a whole shot at the Pinland, and you don't qualify obviously for the last one because we already have it done, bracketed up. So there's only 4. You believe that, Chris? Only 4 more chances to qualify for the whole shot challenge. So
yeah. So when we do our recap, I'll get that list together and we can kind of have a running tally of what the whole shot looks like for this year.
sounds good.
So,
Well, you're a little over, Chris. It's 8:12. I told you 8 today, so I'm gonna kind of hold you to it. Do you have anything else?
no, do you have anything what's bugging Andy tonight?
What's bugging Andy? Yes, I would say that for what's bugging Andy, it's 100% that I have to wait 3 more days for the race. That's what's bugging Andy right now. So, nope, just all good. Can't wait to see everybody. Like I said, I love it that I'm stoked, to get there, but it's just, man, just getting there with the guys and working on track and, chilling and seeing all the people come in, the kids having fun. And then we get to the race, and the race is almost like a double-edged sword. You get done, and it's like, you've seen how fast that place clears out afterwards.
Yeah.
I think you might have had 30 campers maybe at the most, around there Saturday night, but yeah, it just looks like it's gonna be a picture perfect weekend. So God, what a perfect place to camp out at, and we're farther enough away from town. Yeah, you can go, but it's better off just to stay there with everybody. So
all right. 3 days.
3 days. Counting down.
All right.
Actually, only 1 or 2 for some of us, but
yeah, some of you. Thanks to the rest of the track crew, Paul, HR,
yeah.
Dean, Smalley.
Hey, big thanks to Smalley and Big Joe for going down there last weekend. They just worked their tails off once again, and everything got trimmed and cut out, and we know what we need to do. So that's a big part of it, is knowing. I guess I'm sleeping a lot better this week than I thought I would, knowing how good we're setting down there. So yeah. Yep. So outside of that, I gotta hate to talk about bad stuff, so I'm not gonna talk about it very long, but I appreciate you pulling the trailer home for us. You do that almost every time, and I can't thank you enough, but I also know that I'm kind of putting a snafu in your schedule, situation with gas prices. I'm sure you'd much rather be driving the Prius instead of your truck pulling a trailer, but can't thank you enough for doing what you're doing behind the scenes too. So thank you, Chris.
I mean, yeah. I think I came home this morning or this afternoon. It was like $4.14 a gallon. So it's gone up.
I paid $4.29 last night.
Woo.
Yeah. I could not believe it. So
I'm sure it's worse. I mean, we'll get there. Hopefully we can start coming down soon.
Maybe this is the year we have 7 mini vacations in Iowa. We maybe we won't go to Florida this year, but we'll go to Iowa, 7 little shortcations,
Iowa. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We'll see everybody in just a few short days. All right. Thanks. We'll see ya.